In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Git worktrees to implement the same feature using two different libraries side by side at the same time. We'll let two AI agents build each version and compare the results. Let's jump in. We're going to use Claude Code to demonstrate how we can implement the same feature in a couple Git worktrees so we can compare them. You can obviously use this also to implement two features at once if you wanted to, but in our case, we're just going to implement the exact same feature in two different ways. In this case, we're comparing Formik to React hook forms, and as you can see, we have a pretty comprehensive spec here that details out each step and what the validations are, what the stylings are, etc. So it's a pretty detailed spec. And then we are going to use a couple commands to implement them. And these are essentially the prompts that we are going to give to the agent orchestrator. One is about Formik, and then the other one is about RHF. They're pretty much the exact same prompt, just using different libraries. So the first step, what we're going to do is set up work trees. So on the top window, we will start up Claude and go ahead and do the same down below. And on the top, we will create a work tree for Formik. And on the bottom, we will create a work tree for RHS. Okay, now that we've created the work trees, let's go ahead and change directories to those work trees. And we will go ahead and start our Claude Code with a couple MCP servers, Chrome DevTools and Context 7. Context 7 is to look up API documentation, so our orchestrator knows what to do. And Chrome DevTools, you'll see, is used to spin up a browser to allow us to do interactive testing, or allow our agent to do interactive testing. And we will make sure both MCP servers are active, and we'll also disable the sandbox mode. The sandbox mode basically allows you to, sandbox your commands and network access, but in this case, we don't really care. So we're just going to live dangerously and allow the agent to do whatever. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing at the bottom. You'll notice at the top, we are working with Formik, and at the bottom, we are working with RHF. So I'm going to kick off the command to implement Formik. And then on the bottom, I am going to kick off the command to implement RHF. You'll see the agent has completed coding and is now doing browser testing. The browser we're seeing is the Formik session doing the test. So both agents have finished their work. We can compare them a little bit side by side to see the implementation. So on the left is Formik, on the right is RHF. And you can see they largely look the same with slight differences. And this is where the developer can then go ahead and compare the implementation both in UI and in code.